Welcome to A Shot of Joe. As we're moving forward faster and faster and faster, one of these things that's coming up a lot, and one of the things you should be aware of is, and I ask people this, and I want you to be aware of it, is to say, are you doing your thing? And what I mean by that is, are you doing the thing you came here to do? Now, you have to understand, we all came here with different things to do, share, and experience. This is kind of what we came here to do here in the physical world in the third dimension. And as we go through life, we try to find our way. Certain people are really fortunate. They kind of know early in life exactly what they're supposed to do, and they do it. Most of us, we have to go through struggles and ups and downs and try to figure it out. So a couple of things that I want you to focus on now to give you an idea of what your thing is and what it is that you should be doing and what will be best for you. And the thing is basically looking at what you like and what comes easy to you. What are things that you say, wow, these are things I like to do and it comes easy. These are things that I could just flow through. Now, you may have heard of a guy named Edgar Cayce. Edgar Cayce was called the sleeping prophet. And what people would do, he's a legend. If you haven't heard of him, look him up. It's Edgar Cayce. Amazing. I've read everything of his and he's got amazing material. But people back at the time, this is going back, he's born in the late 1800s and lived into the early 1900s or mid 1900s. But people would bring their kids to him and they would say, hey, can you tell me what should I do? What's a good direction for me to help my child so they could live the best life that they could have? And Edgar Cayce would tap into their Akashic records and tap into their karma and various things and tell them, well, this child has an affinity for a certain thing, a writer, the military, a business person, a nurse, whatever it was, or medical field. And the parents would then try to encourage that child to go down that road. Now, understand something. These are things that we have within us, but we have free will. And even if the parents try to help, there are cases where it worked out great, and obviously cases where the parents tried to help and it went wrong. It doesn't mean, that they did anything wrong. It's just that as individuals, we have free will to make choices. So another thing that will help you with this is your life path number. We all have a life path number that is tied to our birthdays. So on your birthday, you take your birthday and you add it all up and you bring it down to a single digit. So for example, you take your birth date minus February 4, so that's 2/4, 1960. So I would say 1 plus 9 plus 6 plus 0. And in my case, the number is 22. And I would bring that down to a 4. 22, so just so you know, there are three numbers that are considered prime spiritual numbers, which are 11, 22, and 33. And if you are one of those numbers, that means you might have had an enhanced frequency to do certain things, but doesn't mean always positive. There are positives and negatives to every number. So my case, because I'm the 22 and then comes to a 4, so I am the builder. Now, here's what's interesting. I'm not the builder of houses or, I'm not a builder with my hands. I'm a builder of ideas. I'm a builder of putting the materials together. So my thing, so to speak, is being able to take these spiritual principles, demystify them, make them simple and easier for people to apply to live here in the physical world. So it's really about how do I survive and function here at the highest level? I have friends that are psychics, mediums, trance mediums, astrologers, teleport, everything. They do all these wonderful, amazing things. I don't do those things, but I admire what they do. I learn from them, and it kind of took me in some different directions. But I realize now after a while, and time has gone by, and you say, okay, this is your thing. This is what you're good at. Do your thing. You can listen to all these other things and absorb that information and knowledge, but come back to your thing. So here's what I'm going to ask you to do. Look up your life number. Your life path. You can just go online. There are places that you just put the numbers in. It'll kick out your number. And then look at the traits that are on with that number. And that'll help you because the traits are going to be similar, not all of them, but a lot of them will be tied to your life path, and there's different ways we can go. Now we want to make sure that we are in that lane. And whatever people, look at yourself. You already know this intuitively, but it's one of those things that you want to tap into to say, hey, this is my path. This is what I'm good at. Now, I'll tell you a funny story. I do a lot of speaking, training. That's my thing, bring groups together. And people would always say to me, because I started in sales and obviously talking to a lot of people would always say, man, you're really loud, and I'm an Italian, I'm from New York, right? So I'm loud anyway. But now back in the day when people would say that to me, they would say, oh, you're so loud. And I would say, oh, I'm sorry. I would be apologizing. And now I'm like, wait a minute, that's what makes me good is I have to project my voice and I have to be loud. Embrace what you are. Embrace your things. Not everybody is going to like you. It doesn't matter. This is the time to tap into your highest self. That's what you want to do. Be yourself. Let your light shine. Do what works for you. You're going to ruffle some feathers. Some people may not like it, but that is going to be the ticket right now to take you to the best place. So go out there, look up your life path number, follow what feels good, and watch what happens as we keep rolling.